We now commence the formal part. As we start, could I invite the Hall of Fame Committee Chair, Ron, to come forward and assist with the presentations. Thank you, Ron. As we go into the inductions, Mark Twain said, "Success is a journey, not a destination. It requires constant effort, vigilance and re-evaluation." These attributes have clearly been demonstrated and continue to be demonstrated by all of our inductees. And as we enjoy their stories, I'm sure that those characteristics of effort, vigilance and re-evaluation will prove that they've resonated with all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, the first inductee for season 2024 into the SSNA Ovens and Murray Football Netball League Hall of Fame from Wangaratta Magpies is Graeme Nish.
Graeme Nish followed in the footsteps of his uncle Ken when he joined Wangaratta as a teenager in 1966. Ken Nish is one of the most inspiring stories of the Ovens and Murray's 131-year-old history, overcoming deafness to play in the Magpies' record run of 4 successive flags under Mac Holton. However, more than a decade later, Graeme forced his way into the Wangaratta Magpies lineup when he was picked on the bench for the 1966 Grand Final that the Magpies lost to Albury. However, a permanent spot in the back pocket opened up the following season, with Nish making the position his own. But he wasn't your typical back pocket player whose sole job was to keep their opponent in check. Nish was ahead of his time, backing his judgment to launch attacking moves from defence in a backline that was the team's strength, but unfortunately missing the firepower to go all the way. He played in another losing grand final in 1969 against Wodonga before the Magpies pounced 7 years later when in 1976 the Wangaratta Magpies stared down the enemy from across the road in the shape of the Rovers. The Magpies led all day to seal a famous flag by 6 goals, with Nish named among the best players. In all, Graeme played 214 matches for the Wangaratta side, with his last outing being the 1977 Grand Final when the Rovers turned the tables. Nish won the Magpies best and fairest 3 times in 1968, 1971 and 1973, and he also represented the O&M on 10 occasions. The highlight of his representative appearances was the 1968 Country Championships final at Horsham, when the O&M downed the Wimmera League with 7 members of that team already O&M Hall of Famers. Graeme Nish, a wonderful player and such a fitting inductee into the Ovens and Murray Hall of Fame.
Well, Graeme, unbelievable record. Now, I just want to talk to you a little bit about your Uncle Ken. I'm only aware of one other senior footballer who overcame such a handicap to play at the elite level, and that was Joel Hartley at Lavington in the last 20 odd years. But I'm sure that you drew some motivation from the achievements of your Uncle Ken being profoundly deaf.
Yeah, he was a great guide to me over the years. Even though Ken couldn't speak, he could give you good direction and what to do and taught me how to kick the football, left foot and right foot. If you can't kick left football, you'll never make it, he said. Yeah, he was a great inspiration in my football career, actually.
What other people other than your uncle gave you the motivation and some direction in your football?
He said there's A, B, C of football, ability, brains and courage. There's nothing mentioned about height. He said use that to your advantage when you're playing against a bigger man. Don't get too close, you can hit him hard and you run at him, you know. That was one too that you take notice of from what he taught me.
Yes. We talked the other day here in town that you were described by your teammates as somebody that was ahead of his time. So you played in the back line, back pocket quite a bit, but you were a very attacking backman. And can you explain to the people in the room tonight what it was that made you that type of footballer, or was it something that you moulded your game on somebody else?
Well, I had the attitude, if you can get the ball first, you've got a good chance of getting it away. So you never waited till the road or your opponent, till the ball came. You anticipated where the ball was coming, and you went to where the ball was going. I learned that we played a game against North Melbourne, and Barry Cable was playing with North Melbourne. We played an Upper Murray game with North Melbourne. And I played on Barry Cable, and a wise gentleman said, follow Barry Cable around, and he always goes where the ball is. And he taught me a lot. I only played half a game against him, but I learned a lot in that time.
Yeah. We talked a little bit the other day about the modern football and how it's changed, but going back over your time at Wangaratta, you had great rivalry with Rovers, and also Yarrawonga were very strong. But it's really interesting, and it's good to remind people that during your period at Maggie's, Benalla, Corowa, Myrtleford and Wodonga all won premierships. It must have been a really exciting time with the game results never guaranteed in any one season.
Very true, yeah. I had played a few losing grand finals against Wodonga and Albury and the Rovers once. But we did win. Probably the highlight of my football time was when our 1976 team won the grand final against our opposition, the Rovers. And because we had a team of, not champion players, they were good players. And they were moulded together by our special coach, Phil Nolan, at that time. And Phil got the boys to mould together, and a good playing team will be the champion side at any time.
You represented the league on 10 occasions, which is a significant number, and I know 1968 was a highlight when you won the Division 1 final over in the Wingery. Can you describe being involved with that group of players and the feeling that you got out of that?
There wasn't too many of us younger fellas. Peter Chisel and myself were one of the young ones that played, and a lot of the players were ex-league footballers. You learn a real lot by training with these guys and seeing how they play the game. Keep fit, get fit, keep fit. And that's what I had to do with my size of a player. I had to do a lot of training at all times to keep fit all the time, to keep up with everybody else.
You're a bit of a tennis player also, I believe, so no doubt that kept your eye in a bit.
In my younger days I played a bit of tennis, yeah.
Football today, I know you still try and get to a few games, and you describe Callum Moore as one of the better players that you've seen at Wayne Maggie's for a long, long time. So how do you compare the skill and the dedication of your day to what it is now? And you might also mention the size of the crowds that you used to get there.
Yeah, the crowds were always rather big. The principle of football really hasn't changed a lot. The old saying is, you've got the ball, they've got the ball, and how many times you can get through the sticks. If you get it more than the opposition, you win the game. But the modern day football, I feel myself, the same principle applies. You've got to get it through the goals, but I think the method of playing the game now is not like it used to be.
Lovely to chat to you, Graeme. I know you're a man of few words, so I'll give you the opportunity now. I'll hand you the microphone and you can do your thanks to the people that you'd like to. So well done, congratulations.
There's a table 10 over here, which is my family and friends, and I'd like to pay special tribute to Joy, my wife. She's the head of the table, and as all the footballers from Wangaratta know, we all get together on occasions, and Joy has not changed much. She still tries to control us boys, so we'll be well looked after. But to our next inductees, I wish you the best for tonight, and thank you everybody. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a recap. 214 games with the Wangaratta Football Club, premiership in 1976, 3 senior best and fairest, 68, 71, 74, 10 years of interleague representation, Wangaratta Football Club life member, Wangaratta team of the century. A very humble man, but an unbelievably good footballer. Well done, Graeme. Congratulations into the Hall of Fame.